Hello YouTube friends, fellow watchers, and um, just everybody that's tuning into this video. I want to apologize for not being on here for a while. A while back I didn't have internet, and so I couldn't come on here myself, and for a while I wouldn't get to come on to the channel or keep an eye on it or do anything. And it's due to the fact that my husband's been laid off work and he's still putting in for jobs, just haven't received any calls. Things have been going okay. The Lord has been, seeing us through. I was trying to make a couple of vids. One kind of tried to go over, and I can't do that, and so I messed up a little bit, and I thought, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start all over. And it may take more than one vid to get everything out that I want to say, but I'm going to say it. We've had so much happen the past few months that it's just amazing, and I really haven't had much time. I may come in and then I may catch a video, and then again I may save it to my computer temporarily so I can watch it, and go back to it and study the scriptures with y'all, and I listen to what you have to say. I really enjoy what y'all have to say. I really enjoy listening to the vids, and sometimes that may be all I have time for, but there's such an urgency, that time is short and the Lord's coming back. And one thing I can start off with is I just can't get over that dream. I don't know if I told you about it. I haven't been over my videos, but just in case I haven't, I dreamed that I was at church, and we were sitting where we always sit. I was sitting the way I always sat. This is just weird. It felt real. And I dreamed that the preacher was preaching, and which a lot lately on the coming of the Lord. I mean, the urgency, fasting, praying, you name it. It's been going on. The word of the Lord has spoken many times in the service. Wake up, wake up. The time is short. And anyway, to start off with, it's like I could hear the trumpet, and then all of a sudden I began to go up. Now I could tell that I was going up because this was like slow motion in this dream, but I could feel the sensation, and as I was going up, I saw as I went through the roof, and I could see what appeared to be a pretty day. Clouds in the sky, just the beautiful blue, just wonderful, just a beautiful day. And sometimes my dreams, they're not pretty. Sometimes it's like you'll see storms and storm clouds. You can see things many different ways. Well, this day it was pretty, and all I could do was lift up my hands, and I was reaching up, and somehow, after I started reaching up and I got halfway, that's when I woke up. I've been sick, been pretty sick. Well, I was bedstead for almost a week, running fever, having chills. So my voice has been crazy. Y'all pray for us. Me and my husband went through it. My son, he was the first one that got sick, and then it just kind of traveled down the family. Anyway, we've had trouble with our voice, and so we need y'all's prayers. Anyway, the next thing to happen was we have this family member. Her name, Tammy. Now, we've been praying for our loved ones and friends for a really long time. We've been, praying that our family will get saved before they die, before the Lord comes back, or it's hard to explain, but just holding faith that our families will be saved and make it in. You know what I mean? And this girl, I never once thought about it. She used to enjoy hearing me sing because she wanted me to sing for her sometimes at benefits and so on, because she had some illnesses, and eventually her legs had to be cut off because of sugar, I believe it was. And I didn't know that I was making such a big difference in her life. I had no idea what we were doing, because I always wondered, what am I doing that's so special? Well, she had took a turn for the worse and went in the hospital. Sorry about that. And we were called down to the hospital, and from what I understand, the first thing that they started talking about was that she's not going to make it. She's not there. She's not in. There's a life support machine on her, and all we could hear was that her kidneys had shut down, her organs were shut down. They were begging the family to take her off the machine, but the family refused. And one night I had a dream. I dreamed about Tammy, and I dreamed that she was talking to me and about how much she liked to hear me sing and all this kind of stuff. And it just kind of woke me up, so I couldn't sleep. So I called my prayer closet. I stepped into my bathroom, closed the door. And I prayed that the Lord would raise her up. I didn't say for how long. I said, raise her up, Lord, please, at least long enough to be a testimony, to minister to this family in some way. And went to bed, went to sleep, never thought about it again. Next morning, wake up, we call. They tell us she's doing okay. Well, we couldn't understand what was going on at the time, so we waited and spoke with another aunt who had better information. Well, the doctors had come in that morning. Her kidneys were beginning to function. She was waking up, looking around. Her organs had begun to work, and she was doing fine. They said they was going to wean her off of life support in a few days. Okay, everything seemed to be going well. We hadn't heard any more calls on things getting worse or better. And then all of a sudden we received this call that Tammy died. Details was she had a pacemaker, and with that, you can't really shock your heart like that. That's dangerous, And somehow the family, now I better go slow here. The brother, she reached her brother, okay? She reached her brother. I know that. So when you hear what I'm telling you, you will understand why. Her brother, I'll call him Stephen. That's his full name. Sorry, phone call. I'll get back to the video in a minute.